2016. It's actually rolling out right now as well as it's already out. It's 1.35.5.7. Of course, as usual, I will go ahead and link the actual update on the Global Offensive subreddit down in the description below if you guys would like to read it for yourselves. Of course, credit to WickedPlayer494 for posting this as soon as it comes out. It's via the CSGO blog. In the miscellaneous section, it says it just says Halloween has come to a close. Well, you know what that means. They got rid of everybody's favorite new thing going on in CS that was really important, the chickens having pumpkin heads. RIP. I'll post a picture on that in this video if you guys can see it. So RIP the chickens having pumpkin heads. That kind of sucks that they don't have them anymore, but I'm sure they're going to do something fun for like Christmas season. That's going to be really fun. I'm excited for that just to see what comes, as well as the next update is they actually dropped weapons and other grenades no longer prevent flashbangs from binding players. From blinding players. So that sounds like an extremely huge error. I know there was a post on the subreddit. There was actual GIF of somebody completely aiming down sight with AWP on Inferno and getting fully flashed, just entirely flashed. Like didn't look away, didn't turn. He got fully flashed, yet it didn't entirely fully flash him when it completely should have. I guess that was due to a bug where there was actually a dropped weapon being used and other grenades no longer preventing flashbangs from blinding players. So I think that's something that is really they're trying to like play down and not really give a bunch of attention to, but in reality now your flashbangs work. What? Okay, I work all the time. Before, I don't know what the percentage is, whether it's 10 or 90% of the time people would use other grenades or dropped weapons. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this, but I honestly don't think I am. I honestly think I'm fully understanding this. This is seriously huge for flashbangs, and we all know how important a nice good pop flash is when taking a site, so huge props to Valve for fixing this so quickly within a day. That's why I love how they pay at least a little bit of attention to the Global Offensive subreddit. At least we get a little bit of attention out of Dota 2. Seriously, man. Next one comes up. They fixed a bug where the killer replay sounds would sometimes continue playing after the killer replay had finished. So I assume this completely just tends to casual because there is no killer replay in any form of matchmaking yet. I hope they don't add that. I kind of like the way it is now, although it would be way easier to identify cheaters, although people report people anyway. So that's completely fine. But again, so if you guys were running into some killer replay errors and you play a lot of casual on CS, although the Global Offensive Reddit is kind of hating on casual because it does teach players how to play Counter-Strike wrong, which is true. It doesn't really prepare them for matchmaking too much unless you have somebody that you're playing with who's like teaching you one by one on how to do that. I've been doing that recently, trying to teach my buddy, and he's learning, but I have to tell him things like, when you play competitive, buy armor, you're going to need to save a little bit. You're not going to start off each round with 1,000. You're going to know you're going to have to be able to switch sides both rounds, and shit like that. You're going to be able to hurt your teammates. Like, there's so many things that you don't learn in casual. I get it is casual. It's supposed to be fun. You're not supposed to take it seriously, but it's still like it should be somewhat of a preparation for matchmaking and just competitive Counter-Strike in general, but still maybe they should have a different set of casual mode for that, or maybe you could call it like pre-competitive or something. They fixed that bug, so that killer replay sound completely fixed now, which is awesome. Not that big of a deal to me, but I'm sure it is to you guys, a couple of you guys at least. Next up, players will now measure regular UDP pings to matchmaking regions where SDR is not yet enabled. For example, Brazil, the EU North, and the EU West. So I'm assuming that it helps with matchmaking and ping regions. So I don't really understand that entirely. I don't understand those acronyms UDP and SDR, but I'm assuming that it will help with your matchmaking and ping. So that's kind of cool if you guys live in the EU North, EU West, or in Brazil. That's awesome. Shout out to the SK fans. Next up, they fixed a problem where players experienced high ping because their region selected was based on the SDR ping, but SDR was not used in region for gameplay. So I'm assuming if you had some sort of setting on that said you were from a certain region, that is now fixed with the ping. So maybe you were constantly, you had your max ping or something set at 50 and you're getting connected to servers in 80. There's a server within 30 ping of you, but for some reason you continually get connected to that server. I think that's what they're trying to say that they fixed. I don't know entirely if that's what they're trying to say that they fixed. That would be my guess. I'm trying to understand this, and that's what I could find on it. But next up actually comes over for the people who unfortunately, yes, I do mean it, unfortunately, play CSGO on a Mac. It says they fixed a bug where the game would sometimes fail to start with the message, only one instance of the game can be running at one time. And I actually have a couple friends who, again, unfortunately experience CSGO on a MacBook or a Mac desktop, whatever that be. I know they haven't came out with one of those in a really long time. Something's up over at Apple, but still, Conspiracy Illuminati 666. They fixed a bug where the game would sometimes fail to start the message again. Only one instance can be running at a time. I know people ran into error. They said it was so annoying and they couldn't do things like apparently for a while. I think that's fixed now, but on Mac you couldn't tab out. That was completely and entirely fucked up and just non-existent, and it was or would entirely fuck up your CS. So I actually want to know. Go down in the comment section below and tell me what you guys play on. Do you guys play? I feel really bad. Tell me laptop or desktop too, because that's interesting. Do you guys play on a laptop? Do you play on a desktop? Do you play on Linux? I know Linux is kind of funky with Steam. Do you play on normal Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 8? Do you play on that, or do you play on Mac? I don't really care what generation of OS you're doing or whatever the fuck, but still, go down in the comment section below and tell me whether you play on a Mac laptop, Mac desktop, Windows desktop, Linux desktop, Windows, whatever the fuck. Tell me, go down in the comment section below. I'm honestly really interested to see what you guys play on. Even if you don't leave any other comment, please comment that down in the comment section below. It is pretty fucking interesting. And then I like how Global Offensive and just Steam and Valve in general always add on to a little part. It says rumor has it, and then it says a couple of proto buff changes, but otherwise it's almost at low level trafficking this time. I don't know what this means. I think it just means that of course I've clicked on the link and tried to understand, but I believe they just changed certain codes, and it has to do with engine clients and server clients and packets and stuff that I just frankly don't understand, but I'm assuming that really isn't that big of a deal. If I'm wrong, please correct me down in the comment section below and tell me what I'm missing out on. But the thing that I'm one of the most important things throughout this entire video and throughout this entire update is the fact that everybody is thinking that I don't even want to mention it because of how much drama there's been around it and how much hype and like people being misled and really thinking it was going to be 3 months ago, or it was going to be a month ago, or it was going to be last week. The brand new operation, it's not out yet. Don't worry, you're not missing out. I don't know the date. I've heard rumored dates that possibly could lead to tomorrow, or technically when I'm making this video Wednesday, November 1st, I've heard that this could be the date, no, it's actually November 2nd, my bad, sorry, I was thinking today this sleep cycle, if that makes sense. So there's been rumors that it could be this today or next week. Nobody knows. Nobody really knows. The only people who know are the people who work at Valve and CSGO and Steam. And the new operation, it has been taking a while. There have been other operations that have taken longer, but nobody knows the name. Nobody knows what maps. The only people who know the maps are the people who are specifically like the community workshop people who are making the maps and have been contacted by Valve. And we all know there were some people who said that they were contacted by Valve and went after McSkilla and tried to told him some fake lies and ended up getting him in a little bit of trouble. Nothing really happened because I guess it really wasn't his fault. He just kind of got misled by some guy that he trusted, which that would probably happen to me too, so I understand exactly where he's coming from. But seriously, the new operation, nobody knows when it's coming. If for some reason you have some sort of lead, tell me down in the comment section below. I don't care if it's BS. Maybe just try to entertain me. Again, it's the YouTube comment section. You guys shouldn't take it so seriously. Really, not everything you read online is the truth. You'll learn that young. I hope. I really hope. If you don't, you're going to struggle. But either way, there's also been a bunch of other rumors that actually saw other YouTubers upload talking about that there are certain little codes on different parts of maps that can lead towards a specific date of the new operation, which could totally be possible. It's a stretch, but it's possible, and that would lead, I believe, until like some Wednesday, maybe this Wednesday, today actually, or maybe 1 week from today. I don't know what it's going to be. Of course, when there's a new operation, when there's new anything on Counter-Strike, especially even these small updates, I'll always keep you guys informed. So when there is a new operation, which there still could be one today, so this video could be coming out, and then a couple hours later there could be another operation video, which of course I would come out with, and they typically come around, I believe, if you guys are on PST, like Pacific Standard Time, the time in California and Washington and Oregon, if you're on that and you pay attention to that, I believe it typically comes out around 4, 5, or 6 p.m. PST. So maybe you want to pay attention to that. There's also a bunch of posts as soon as the update comes out. Whenever you have to relaunch your CSGO, it'll tell you, or if you're mid-competitive game and your competitive game ends, it'll say like you have to launch CS again to update, or there'll be a new post on the subreddit on Global Offensive. Or if you guys really want to just strictly rely on me, that's entirely fine. You guys can, of course, hey, just subscribe. Just subscribe, and of course I'll keep you guys updated whenever there's a brand new operation or any form of update, anything brand new on CS. I'll make sure to keep you guys #1 informed. Either way, click like on this video, go down in the comment section below and tell me what date you think the operation is going to come out, whether you think it's today, a week from today, 3 months, whatever it is, and maybe back it up a little bit. You just try and explain what's going on in your head, why you think it's going to be there, because you got to have something going on if you really think it's going to be a specific date. And if you guys already didn't comment down below whether you play on a Mac laptop, Mac desktop, Windows, or whatever, go ahead and do that because that's very important to me. And if you're that dedicated for some reason, you listen to me ramble this far into the video, go down in the comment section below and comment the word Cloud9. Cloud9, just like the team that Stewie and Nothing play on. Cloud9 down in the comment section below. I'll try to reply to a bunch of guys who do so. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Quadmft.